those are some very cool bass tones. All right. Hello and welcome to the Rumblin' Man YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel for guitar and bass players in which we look at the gear and tutorials that help us with our tone. Tone is the pursuit, and we pursue it avidly. If you've never been here before, I ask you to subscribe. If you like this kind of content, I'd love to have you as one of my regular viewers. And if you've been here before and you're a regular viewer, then do me a favor, go on and click the thumbs up button to help me out with views for this video. Okay, if you've watched my channel for a while, then you know that I'm a big fan of Aria Pro 2's basses. In fact, through the years, through the decades, Aria Pro 2 has made some really cool and really notable stuff. And today is no exception. I'm still very much a fan of the things they make in the world of guitar and bass. Okay, so what we're looking at today is a very cool bass guitar from them, and this is called the J-B51 from their J series. And it is a very cool bass. I saw the announcement toward New Year's that it was going to come out, and I thought, I've got to review one of those because that is such a cool concept. Basically, what we're looking at here is we're looking at an offset body, which is from Aria's J series, but we're also looking at a bass that is a medium scale. It's only 32-inch scale length. So if you have shorter arms, smaller hands, want to travel, want to play more comfortably, maybe you're a guitar player who wants to pick up bass, that kind of scale can accommodate all of those things. In addition to that, what I really like about this bass that you just don't see that often is that it's a 51P bass tribute. Now, it's not a dead ringer for a 51P bass. Obviously, Aria put their own touches on it, which I really like, which we're going to cover today. But it's got this single coil 51 style P bass pickup, and the general aesthetic of the bass is an homage to the 51P bass. And it's interesting, I've never really had a 51 style P bass before, but I always thought maybe something would be lacking in sound. But really with this bass, it's not particularly lacking in sound at all. You heard it on the intro, we're going to hear some more demos today. So just to cover some quick specs, obviously we talked about, the offset shape from Aria's J series. This is a solid basswood body. So they do give you a solid body offering here. And then this neck is hard maple neck and fretboard. And the finish on it is kind of a satin finish, which I do like satin quite a bit. If your hands get clammy or sweaty when you're trying to play, satin will work for you really well. And it's just got a nice to the touch feeling to it. I don't really like unfinished necks, but a nice satin I can be very happy with, and that is the case here. Something that Aria Pro 2 does with their basses that I really love is that instead of having the headstock truss rod adjustment, we have the spoke wheel down here. Just so much easier to adjust the neck of the bass when you have this kind of setup. We've got a thumb rest, as was customary in the 50s, and then for controls we have a master volume and a master tone. Speaking of the master tone, I really like how this bass sounds. Really, to do some fingerstyle playing with it, when you roll off the tone a bit, it's just got a nice vintage vibe to it. So I play it quite a bit with the tone rolled off, but not all the way off. I like to roll it about halfway back to about a 5. So in this next demo, what we're going to hear is I'm going to play some utilizing the tone knob. First, we're going to hear it back at about a 4 or 5. Next, we're going to hear it cranked up to about an 8. and then cranked up all the way to 10, just to show you the variation of tone you can get using the bass's tone knob. So I love the tones and the general 51 style aesthetics of this bass. But I think what I love most about it is that even though it's a medium scale, a 51 style pickup, it's still extremely functional. Like you've heard in the demos today, you can get some really cool tones with this thing. Not only is it functional and nice sounding, but it's highly playable. I said earlier that this bass is a little rock machine. It's really also a little slap machine. I just like to pick it up and slap the crap out of it, So let's do a demo real quick with some slap style playing, and you will see precisely what I mean. Let's check it out. Guys, as you know, even when I'm working with a company, I'm going to let you know if there are any problems with the instrument or anything that I find that's unpreferable. But with this bass, I just can't really find anything I don't like. I think as far as the sound goes with the 51 style pickup, do some EQing and you really can get some sweet sounds out of it. And obviously, if there's anything you might want to upgrade on the bass, you can upgrade the bridge, you can upgrade the pickup. There are a couple different companies out there that make really cool 51 style pickups like Sonic Pickups and Seymour Duncan. So those are things you could do, but really it's just a pretty sweet little bass out of the box. Sound-wise, I'm usually more of a fan of the split coil P-bass style pickup than I am of a 51 single coil. But it's really cool, and it's a really cool sound to have in the arsenal, and then also to have a medium scale offset like this in the arsenal as well. It's just something cool to have up your sleeve, maybe play it on a gig, maybe use it as a backup, maybe take it on sessions with you just for a different tone, a different type of playability. So for all these different reasons, I think this bass would work great for you. So if you want to get one, go on and contact your Aria Pro 2 dealer in the United States or Canada or wherever you might be today and get your hands on an Aria Pro 2 J-B51. J-B51, okay? Thanks so much for checking out this video. Here on the Rumblin' Man channel, we do have a lot more bass-related content coming up. We're gonna be looking at some sweet bass pickups, basses, and even some guitar-related things, strings, etc. So please stay subscribed if you will, and thank you so much for your support. Okay, God bless you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.